Okay, in this tutorial we're going to talk about using Autocad templates that have already been created, and for use in this office we're going to create a Aguirre-Roden project specific title block. For that, obviously the screen is sitting here. I've just opened Autocad. I'm not going to click on this new button. I'm going to use the Autocad menu, come down and click the new button. You'll notice there's also a little tooltip here that I can hold down my control key and use the N button, and it will accomplish the same task. As you can see, I'm right straight into the Aguirre-Roden templates. You'll also notice that this is on your C drive, Aguirre-CAD templates, Aguirre-Roden templates. If you start a new drawing and you don't have this directory, come get me. That means your AutoCAD is improperly configured and I will need to fix that. We're going to create a project-specific title block, so I'm going to go here to my title blocks directory. And you can see I've got title blocks of various sizes from 8.5 by 11 all the way up to 36 by 48. I'm going to create a 24 by 36 title block in this case. So this is it. This is our project title block. It has no name at this point. You can see it's just called Drawing 4. So I'm going to start my save command, and for the purposes of this illustration, I'm just going to start a new folder, and I'm going to leave it called New Folder. Put it right in here, and I'm going to say title block. In the CAD manual, there is a naming standard specifically for the title blocks. Follow that convention. So, title block. Here it is. Here's our title block. Nothing out of the ordinary. I can use a text edit command and I can edit all this information. Project name. I'll just say example. How about I spell this correctly? Example project, and I'll just, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 Main Street. I'll leave that out. I'll change the client name and I'll say tutorial Anytown, Texas. That's good enough for now. And I come down here. This is a blank spot. All this information here is on the def points layer, so none of this information here will print. But if we need to include a consultant's title block or a consultant's logo and their information on our title block, this location here is where that's going to go. We have our company logo, and I want to show this to you guys. What if this is an engineering project? Well, I can highlight our company logo, look at our visibility setting, and I can change this to an engineering project, which not only changes architect to engineer, but it adds our engineering registration number down here at the bottom. So there's that. I'm going to scroll down here, move a little further. You can see we have a static date and time information for project, and we have a lot of things that are overlapping here. This is on purpose. We'll show you what's going on. In our layers dialog, you can see we have layers for every single in-house discipline that we would use. If this is an architectural project, obviously I would just freeze all the engineering seals, and you can see I have architectural CAD and architectural supervisor. If this is a structural engineering project, then I will just freeze and unfreeze the layers accordingly. Please do not delete any of this information. Just freeze what you don't need. That's the easiest way to handle it. I've designed the templates and the blocks to all work together. So we'll unfreeze all this just for the time being. And now the fun part. Now you'll notice the sheet title says something unusual and the drawing number says title block, but you see this big gray box around these pieces of text. This is intelligent text. This text knows the context of what it's supposed to be. The drawing number is smart enough to know what the name of the file is. Oop, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. So if I change the name of this file, close the file and then reopen it, this text will automatically reflect the name of that file. The reason that we put this in our reference is if I reference this Titleblock file into sheet A10 or into drawing file A101, this text that currently says Titleblock in the A101 file will show A101, and I'll give you an example of what that means. Sheet title here in the here that says model is also intelligent text, and it is reading the name of the current layout. So in your sheet files, you would place actually in this information here the text that says ground floor plan or level 3 floor plan or level 7 electrical lighting plan would go in the tab down here, and then this piece of text would accurately reflect that. So that's it. That's creating a project-specific title block. We've used the template, we've saved it to the project folder, and the title block is done. Oh, wanted to show you one other thing. These pieces of information down here. Again, we have smart text. It's kind of hard to see. This outside line here is going to say, again, smart text is going to provide the information where the file is saved. The plot date is going to be when the drawing was last plotted, and plotted by is going to reflect the name of the person who's currently logged in, regardless of what computer you're using. So anytime you look at a hard copy, when you use the title blocks and the templates that I've provided, those hard copies will always tell you where that file is saved. It will tell you when it was printed. It will tell you who printed it. So this is just handy information to have. So there we go. That's creating a project standard template.